Task stars Tom Pelphrey. Emilia Jones bring out tragedy of that episode's sixth death. Spoiler alert, we're addressing the big death in episode 6 of Task. Stop reading and watch the episode on HBO Max. If you don't want to know, soulful-eyed Tom Pelphrey has crushed our hearts with another terrible TV death in Task episode 6, available now on HBO Max. We've been Ozark, and again, Pelphrey 43. Got an Emmy nod playing good-hearted but damaged Ben Davis in Netflix's criminal thriller Ozark, who breaks his sister Wendy's, Laura Linney, heart in season 3 and is ultimately slain. In Task, Pelphrey plays life-beaten Robbie Prendergast, who appends his and niece Maeve's, coda star Emilia Jones, lives of a bungled drug money robbery of the Dark Hearts biker gang. Robbie's downward slide finishes in his death with a lethal knife stab given from Dark Heart strong guy Jason, Sam Keeley. I felt the same way about Robbie's death as Ben's in Ozark. It's the purest form of tragedy, Pelphrey tells USA Today. There's a beauty and a purity to both Ben and Robbie that cynics would term naivete or folly. Both deaths felt shocking and inevitable at the same time. There's an innocent optimism that doesn't have a place in this world. Jones thinks Pelphrey poured life into the difficult Task character Robbie, who dies one episode before the series finale. Tom gave Robbie a big heart, adds Jones. Robbie may be hot-headed, angry, and make horrible decisions, but he was constantly looking out for what was best for his family. Jason had already slain Maeve's dad/Robbie's brother Billy Jack Kesey, leaving a disgruntled 21-year-old Maeve, who had intended to escape out of the death trap town, to raise Robbie's kids, Wyatt and Harper. While Task takes place in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, Pelphrey says writer Brad Ingelsby, mayor of Easttown, wrote the story of Maeve and Robbie like a Bruce Springsteen song. It's like they're both working hard, and this thing ain't working for us, adds Pelphrey. There's a righteous frustration and anger that comes from that. Of course, this Bruce song becomes sadder, like the best ones do. Robbie's death seems foreshadowed in episode 5 after his frantic kidnapping of FBI agent Tom Brandis, Mark Ruffalo, the head of a task group looking into the drug robberies and consequent killings. Robbie tellingly asks his hostage, a former priest, whether dying people were scared during last rites. Unfortunately, they were. Still, Robbie continues to a forested rendezvous spot, ostensibly to transfer a duffel bag of cocaine back to the Dark Hearts. The tragic Robbie leaves Brandis free in the woods and dumps the treasured duffel bag over a cliff into a rushing river. Robbie and Jason engage a fierce brawl, but Jason sticks the fatal knife stab before fleeing. Brandis witnesses Robbie die while speeding to the emergency room. However, unseen to viewers, Robbie has prepared other covert plans to help his family and punish the Dark Hearts after his death. Off-screen, Robbie had trusted Shelley Driscoll, Mickey Sumner, to sell the drugs and provide the money to Maeve and his kids. Everything Robbie did was to provide for and protect his family and kids. That was my continuous North Star with his persona, says Pelphrey. Robbie recognized where this was all going much before the audience does. His sacrificial actions of fulfillment of what I sensed was living in Robbie from the beginning. It would have been a disappointment to end this any other way. After exploring the river waters for many nights, the Dark Hearts tracked down the drug duffel bag, only to find it full of magazines. Meanwhile, sad Maeve answers the door to see Shelley, who passes her a bag packed with cash from the drug trade. Robbie's leap of confidence was well placed. Maeve, who used to run with the Dark Hearts, suffers with the mixed feelings of the Dark Windfall. There's the instant appreciation of her uncle Robbie, but she also knows the Dark Hearts won't stop looking. She knows this money isn't just happy days ahead, adds Jones. She knows that people are going to come wanting it. She knows what's coming. Quarry and no quarrels. Robbie's final moments are blissful. The closing shot of Robbie shows him joyously floating in the quarry that the family enjoyed in episode 4, one of the few family scenes of unadulterated delight. Shooting the confined quarry shots was like being in a secret garden, a magical place outside of space and time, says Pelphrey. The quarry becomes a character, a metaphor for a state of being. Robbie, who had stressed over people's dying moments before his death, found calm, if not heaven, after his death. There's a joyful ending in Robbie's serene smile while floating in the sea. It's like a state of being is heaven, adds Pelphrey,